General Hospital speculates that Spencer Cassidy and Ace Cassidy relationship would be changed when Esme did a DNA test on them. Of course, it was Portia Robinson who came up with this proposal and was even willing to change the DNA result to keep Spencer and Junior Robinson apart forever. Portia is known to be a good doctor and always tries to help the patient that Portia has and is treating. All of them couldn't deny that Portia had put her whole heart into saving lives. But things would change when Portia began to have other thought. Portia never agreed to her dangerous relationship with Spencer. Portia insisted that will never change and that all Skazdi are equally cruel and merciless. Portia had talked to Esme a few times and learned that Esme was very fond of Spencer both before and after Esme lost her memory. In Esme's story, Portia learned that Ace is important to Spencer. Portia would think that if Ace was Spencer's son, then Trina and Spencer would have to be apart forever. So Portia had a blend of her role. Portia convinced Esme that whether she liked it or not, Ace could become ill in the future and needed something donated from her father's body. Portia argued that Nicholas Gazeta could be gone forever and that if Ace had a medical condition, it might be too late by then. Portia wants to convince Esme to do a DNA test on Ace and Spencer. Portia assumed that there would be some compatible metrics between the two of them and that if something bad happens, then Ace would definitely be saved. In addition, Esme loses her memory and Portia would use that weakness to convince Esme. In fact, no one knows exactly whether Ace is Nicola's son or not. Before Esme lost her memory, Esme revealed that Nicholas was the baby's father and that no one could verify that was correct. Now Esme has amnesia, and Esme doesn't know if what others say about Ace's father is true or not. When Portia and Esme get close enough, Esme will agree to do a DNA test on Ace and Spencer. Of course, but also when Portia got her hand on this test result, perhaps Portia will also be surprised when Ace and Spencer results are similar. It means Ace is actually Spencer's son, and Portia doesn't need to have her hand in this real outcome. But it is also possible that the result shows that Ace is not related by blood to Casti. Portia would fake the result to target Spencer, which meant that whatever the real outcome was, Spencer would get an answer that would completely surprise Spencer. Spencer wasn't sure about that result for a moment, but the reality in Spencer's mind was fun. However, Spencer also realized that Trina would be hurt after learning this. In the end, with Spencer and Trina ending up inevitable, Portia stepped in to make sure that Trina would stay away from Spencer. Portia did the same when she covered up the truth about Trina's biological father for nearly 2 decades.